This is a series of videos in which I discuss why I neither respect nor trust philosophy of the kind often espoused by conservative internet apologists. There's been a trend of late whereby conservative apologists have turned away from trying to undermine science and towards trying to seek solace in philosophy.
And while someone like Dawkins may be a good scientist in his field, when he begins to talk about philosophy and theology, he is merely a layman. And The God Delusion is a very unsophisticated book intellectually. As a philosopher, I was just appalled at the arguments he gives in that book.
And yet the views most off-cited to this end, those of so-called philosophical apologetics, are not representative of established philosophical thought. If, for example, we turn to the Phil Papers survey of 2009 and its recent 2013 analysis by Bourget and Chalmers, we find that with regards to certain issues, such as the existence of God, the libertarian conception of free will, or physicalism and naturalism, the field of study that apologists are most likely to cite with approval, philosophy of religion, exhibits significant deviation from the general professional consensus. What, one may reasonably ask, explains this deviation?
Well, whatever it is, it sure must be most unusual.
I think the best explanation is that there is a species of philosophy of religion native to the United States that is largely a product of the conservatively religious studying at the feet of the conservatively religious.
Why should you come do graduate work in philosophy at HBU? As I travel and speak on a lot of college campuses, I've discovered that in many of these secular universities that I go, I almost always find a student who will say on the first day of class, they had a professor ask them, the class, how many of them were Christians. After a few raised their hand, the professor said that their objective by the end of the semester would be to divest them of their faith, that they would no longer be Christians. This isn't going to happen at Houston Baptist University.
Now, was Milton saying being bad is more fun than being good?
The US theistic higher education sector is a diaspora of predominantly conservative institutions ranging from unaccredited Bible courses offered by local churches to National Association of State-Accredited Colleges. The accredited component of this sector survives, indeed thrives, by catering to a socially conservative middle class. That is, to people who, in being middle class, value college education, but who, in being socially conservative, are wary of similarly ranked secular or public colleges.
It's not gonna be an orgy. It's a toga party.
This makes for lucrative business.
We're in the money.
For First Amendment reasons, institutions in this sector are private colleges, meaning they charge higher fees, approximately $29,000 per student. The Council for Christian Colleges and Universities alone, which includes 115 state-accredited US colleges, all of which insist that full-time faculty and admin profess Christianity, accounts for approximately 260,000 students.
We've got a lot of what it takes to get along.
It is institutions such as these, and a fair number of the unaccredited ones, which furnish cultural conservatives with the professors and publications to cite in their philosophical rebuttals of secular liberalism.
I'm sick and tired of hearing about all of the radicals and the perverts and the liberals and the leftists and the communists coming out of the closets. It's time for God's people to come out of the closets, out of the churches, and change America.
Intellectually, this is unacceptable because it's ideal for breeding conceit and hypocrisy. When students of Worldview A are taught by professors of Worldview A from textbooks written by authors of Worldview A in institutions that are affiliated by charter with Worldview A, it's far too likely that prejudices and received ideas will go safely unchallenged and that plausible objections will be passed over or misrepresented. This makes for poor philosophy, thereby undermining the credibility of any views that are based on it.
Go for credit in the straight world.
examine the quality of apologist philosophy itself. Thank you for listening.